Hello, everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to start down on my mat. My name is Heather Aston, and this is my channel, Kiki's Trinkets and Treasures. Welcome. Um, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to use to design with tonight. I have a little thought about what to do, but nothing is set in stone yet. Everything can still be changed because we have the prerogative to do so. So, sorry, I'm trying to grab beads. Hello, Barbara. Glad you joined me. Um, Everybody else might be sick of me now that I'm going live 5 days a week. Once on Sunday, once on Wednesday, and then the sale on Saturday. Not quite sure. I'm glad to have it, but I do need some help once some people come in. I need to know what kind of pendants you guys would like to see. Do you like points, teardrops, carved pendants, metal pendants, wood pendants? There are so many different ones that I just need to know like what everybody would be looking for. Hello, Sharon. Glad you could be here. I know you can't catch me in the morning, so I'm excited. No, I should have, but no. I'll make sure I change that. It's also not the first time I've designed with this box yet. So I was already gonna have to adjust the thumbnail, but now it sounds like I have two to fix, not just the one. Oh my goodness gracious. Of course, it's been that kind of day, guys. So I've only done like two things with stuff from the box, from Bargain Bead Box specifically, yet I'm still missing half of it, not quite sure. So I grabbed what I did have, grabbed what I thought would look good with it, changed my mind a couple of times, and here we are. Hello, Tammy. Barbara likes lavender. Sharon likes carved pendants. When you say carved, Barbara, does that mean carved from wood? A jumper? A jumper here is the one-piece animal, like outfit, not animal, outfit. Um, Carved gemstones, carved wood, carved bone, a little bit of everything. Hearts I have, I can definitely have those. Like I have some cute metal ones that I got that I was going to start putting out. Where did I put them all? I had them all put to the side so I could kind of show you guys some of the stuff that I was talking about, and I don't know. And it promptly got lost, it appears. But I have hearts. That's an easy one to do. That I can do. Where the heck did I put those? That's gonna drive me crazy now. Because I was literally pulling stuff together and then went, oh, people are expecting you to be live, Heather. You need to go be live. So, okay. I don't know what I did. Some, anyways, they're little metal ones. Some of them are, like I said, metal. Some of them I have a couple of each one. I just am always. And are we going straight into fall? Hi, Chris. Are we going into fall or are we going to go straight into Christmas and I need to be buying Christmas themed um like metal pendants and whatever? I need to know that too. Because we're going to do the sale Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's when we're gonna do it. I just, like I said, oh, gemstones. Okay, sounds good. All righty. Hello, Chris. Hello, Jenny. If you were able to join us and the live sale on Saturday morning, what kind of pendants would you want, Jenny? Gemstone, metal, wood, carved, yes. Hi, I don't know if I have any willow jasper. There are so many colors. Well, the one you sent me was, and I will show it to you up close. Here, let me go to the map so I can show it to you. But let me grab a piece of paper or something to cover things up so that the camera only has one thing to focus on. So this is Willow Peak Jasper. It's the really pretty, like, light celery green. It has some darker, more into the olive tones. The brown, it's not a lot, at least not in this pendant that you sent me. Okay, whatever you want to do, Heather. Fall Christmas, I'm fine with. Okay. And then it also has like blues and purples that it will go into as well. It's really pretty. I like the necklace we made this morning. Spent longer on getting this attached than we did on anything else. Okay, sounds good, Jenny. That's why I was asking you, what about wood or carved bone? I'm going to get carved gemstones. That's a must. I know everybody likes it. None of us are ready for it, Chris. We're not ever ready for it until like the 23rd, and then it's, oh shit, where did the time go? Right. But yeah, I can take a picture of this and send it your way, Tammy, if you'd like me to do that. It's beautiful. I'm so glad you introduced me to this stone because I liked it. Okay, cool. And carved what? Bob? I know you mean bone. It's okay. You don't have to take that off. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do then. That's 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Saturday. And it's not morning, so I forgot to put a little bit of color on my lip so it doesn't look like I'm completely pasty under here. So, we'll be there. Yeah, I figured as much, hon. Just teasing. So I'm gonna go down the mat, show you what's going on. Hubby will not be on tonight, but I will send him your love. He's making dinner right now, which I'm very excited for. I know it's Arizona and it's hot as Hades here still, but I saw somebody else make a roast chicken and like vegetables and gravy and mashed potatoes, and that's all I wanted. So we're good. I'm going to go down to the mat, show you what I was able to gather together. So it's actually quite a bit more. This I know was not part of this month's. It was part of another. So I still have the gray bicones that I haven't used, which I think would go really well with this. Like that. I could not find my 6mm mahogany jasper beads to save my life. I don't remember if I used them all on the owl or if I even used the owl. I will be having those. You'll like these, Jenny. I will be having these on Saturday's sale. So, like, this one is like, has a lot of black. This one is mostly, but they're double-sided, like it's carved on the back too. Not like a double owl, just what the back of an owl would look like. But these are some of the things that I won't have. I won't have those this weekend. And things of that nature. So the only thing that I really like gravitated towards, and I was thinking about using these, but I think now that I want to use the wood instead, I was going to use one of those. I think I'd rather use one of the wood pendants. And then because I pulled all of the lighter tones out to do, to show you, Linda, because you haven't seen these yet. I pulled all the lighter toned ones out of the petrified wood. And I paired it with Red Creek Jasper, some yummy, yummy chocolate freshwater pearls. So pretty, love them. Have like so many other ideas what to use the rest of those for. And then I used a Red Creek Jasper pendant. And oh, Jenny, you wouldn't have saw it either, huh? Because you're reading with your mom. I did. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, Jenny. Like, I went back and forth about buying a second bargain bead box because I actually really like this month's bargain bead box. I don't think it was as cohesive as an overall tone as it was, and so it has left some people like not sure what to do with it. But as soon as you put the companion bundle up, so many of the other items made sense. But I still will buy an extra one if it's the only way for me to get any of those sparkly blue cubes. I will buy another box or two just for those because I like everything else in it. I can use everything else in it. I'll turn all the different filigrees into like cascading Christmas trees or something. And make ornaments, but I love everything else in the box. So I'm down. If I can just get those, it'll still be an option. I'll still want to do it. I just won't be as tempted to, but yes. Okay, yes, I was in love with it. So like I said, I took all the lighter tones out of there. Do you like it? You haven't made anything with your sweater weather yet. You like to companion it with the, I know you do. I know you do. So I know we're like, come on, bring it on. But you can tell me what you think, Linda. You gonna tell me what you think, Jenny? I have it on leather, and then I left the back long so that if somebody wanted to wear it up short at just 20 inches, they could. Is it 20 inches? It might not even be 20 inches. I might be wrong there. 6, 8. So no, it's about Becky. It's Becky. It's Becky length. I don't know why I can't talk. It's Becky length, and then like always, I love these little silicone O beads. They make making stuff so much easier, making adjustable items, and then you're not pulling the leather back and forth. So there's not it's not going to break as easily because you're not pulling the leather in and out. So, but yeah, made those. Thank you. Oh, I know. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Funny thing is, if you go back and watch the video, this was not the pendant that was on it. I took that off to use it with for another necklace. And then the way I wanted that didn't work. So I still have it. It has a lot more yellows and stuff, but I also have this one too, which I just obsessed. So I have stuff to work with still. But yes, I do love the Red Creek Jasper with the petrified wood. It's so pretty. I'm also thinking about looking to see if I can find more of this online. So here's what I'm thinking for today's design. For this design right here, I'm gonna have to re-jumpering these. I don't They're the jump rings that don't match up, and so they don't ever lay right. So I don't even know why I'm hesitating. Good thing nobody else is in here because that was a good strong jump ring. Okay. Yeah, I don't like when jump rings don't meet up because you can never really get them even again, which is like a huge pet peeve of mine. So, oh, and you guys, I know it says top here, but it's obviously been dropped. Just know I didn't do that. My very loving, well-intentioned husband did it and then was like, oh my gosh. Luckily, it landed pretty benignly, like it wasn't, you see, there was quite a few still in the right spot, but okay, we're gonna do this through the wood. Come on. This might be why they don't line up. No, that went on pretty easily once that was human error, not pendant error. So anyways, what I was thinking is that maybe we leave the wood piece. Oh, I just collapsed that jump ring. Didn't even realize it. Can we tell it's been a long day? I don't even know why I put them away. I'm gonna need them at the end. So what I was thinking was I have these beautiful like patterned porcelain beads. They're really pretty, but although you can't see it very well, the patterning on the bead itself reminds me of sweater, like sweater designs that you would get from LL Bean or whatever else. They have that marking, so I feel like they're perfect. And I would put them together with the darker tones. But if I have enough of any, either I'm not going to. Okay, we'll leave those to the side. I'm going to put these in between, I think. I'm going to still keep it very like neutral, warm. Although black and gray, I don't know. I thought about mixing in red, but Heather, you have to attach the chain to attach the chain. How many of you were yelling? Heather, put the chain on. I'm sure some of you are. I went to go grab the other jump ring and I'm like, oh, duh. There's a reason we're doing this, but okay. Oh wait, that's okay, Jenny. I think that makes it. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what's Saturday Live? Yes, Jenny, they are much like that. Jenny, what? Oh, you're in that. Yes, yes, yes. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, and I'm excited. Everybody wants to check out. When is it, though? Because I just said I was going to do my sale at 10, but I haven't promoted it anywhere yet. So I can change it if 10 a.m. doesn't work. Jenny, please let me know. Because I want to be there to celebrate with you and your sister. 7 p.m. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Woohoo! Yes. I'm so excited. So they hit 12,000 subscribers. And so they're having like a little celebration live Saturday night. Everybody should show up. So this is what I'm thinking. Something with these, the gray bicones, and then use this as the pendant is what I'm thinking. I do have some green Z beads up here. I also pulled out some ratiated jasper, but I don't know. I kind of just want to keep it Bargain Bead Boxy. Although these are not from Bargain Bead Box, so not really, but you know what I mean, right? I was thinking like if you just put like a bicone on top and bottom of that, it would make it a very pretty, easy link. I can get my beaded chain challenge squared away for the month. I just need to find my my what's called what? I'm just gonna do the oh here it is. Okay. So I can get my beaded chain challenge done too. I have some where are they? I have some daisy spacers in the same color as the chain. So I'm just going to find my double flush cutter. And I'm going to cut some sections of chain. It's not going to need a lot. I'm going to do my hybrid simple loop. It's not a simple loop. It's not a wrapped loop, but it's stronger than a simple loop, not as strong as a full wrap loop. So I just go around one extra time. So in order to do it assembly line style, I grab my platinum pliers, bend them down together so I don't have to do each one separately. Then I can go in and do all of the loops. If these ones will line up and cooperate, I will. Okay. So that should be a good start at least. I know true assembly line style wouldn't be doing this. So you see how there's the loop? I'm just going around until it meets up with the other side of the loop. Sorry, I should have demonstrated that better. I will do so in just a second. Okay, so I like to do my loops and I like to start right in the crevice that actually, like, instead of being straight up or straight down like this or like this, I like it to be directly in the curve. And then I go up and over, point my pliers parallel with my mat, pull it around. And then, like I said, I pull it around one time. I'm going to save that for just a second so that I can do this like true assembly line style. Is this going to look good with gray and black though? I don't know that it is. I don't think it is. I think I want to keep it gray and black. So I do have these that I can pull in, or antique copper. Oh, where is my antique copper box? Dang it. I just saw it. Oh man, alive. That would have been perfect. Let me see, I think I see some over here. do anything for us. Let me text Steve real quick and see if he remembers seeing my copper box. Actually, it might be right here. No, it's not right here. Dang it. I'll just use regular copper and antique it later, I guess. I just don't have. Oh no, that doesn't work, Heather. You're looking for bead caps. Ooh, I may have found a way to work it in. Okay. I have these ones. And it will mimic the bicone shape. All these little fuzzies are from having to pull the raw fiber out of these, but I have these. They still go with this and our great bicones, and they can go, I can either do them directly on, or where are they? In the Beadalon box, I got all of those little tubes. But I think I like these better. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So these are handmade beads from Ethiopia, oftentimes made from discarded rounds or shot rounds or whatever that they found after a disruption. I can change this to antique copper after. I can do everything but that part. Okay, yeah. I know what I'm doing now. Come on. Sometimes these will just come undone so easily. None of which of those are while you're on camera. Don't go crazy. Use Becky's trip of putting her hand over the top of it. Okay. So 20-inch copper wire right here, or 20 gauge copper wire. I'm just warming up the wire so I can come through and cut a bunch of rounds or a bunch of sections at a time. I'm going to have some that are shorter, and then I'm going to have some, well, I don't know, they might all. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I can't decide if I should do the bicones with these or put these separately. Like I could do it like that. Could be a cool link. What do you guys think? $321. Yeah, I thought you were going to bracelets. How many is all? I've got to hear this goal. Because you've already made over 300, my dear. Okay, do this again real quick. I'm gonna need way more than this. Well, again, I should have showed you what what they look like when they come out from when the copper wire I just got comes out from the spool. It's not as tight as you would like curlied as it is. Then again, I don't know if they're pulling from or away. Those are all way too large, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I need them to be like that long, not all the way down there. Ugh. It's okay. I will use them to make jump rings. I always do. Any scraps that I can get at least 2 or 3 jump rings out of get turned into scraps. If I was into metalsmithing, which I would like to take a class just to learn about it, but it would be fun. I'm just like, I think it would be fun to learn. I just worry that my memory recall would make it difficult for me to do. Two more, guys, 2 more. At least I can do this pretty quickly, unless it's not at all quickly to the rest of you. At least it seems like there's good conversation going on in the chat while I do this. Okay, so here is just the beginning of what most people would consider the way that you do a wrapped loop. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto the loop and I'm just going to bring it till I meet up right here. And I personally prefer to cut on the side rather than the front or back. And it's probably not a big deal to anybody else, but we all have our preferences is what I'm saying. All I would say is make sure that you just finish off the first wrap, because like this is the bottom of the loop and then I just pull it around the other way, and so this does not come out anywhere near as easily as a simple loop would. Obviously it's not going to be as strong of a connection as 2 or 3 loops would be, but I don't like, my preference is to not see all the little wraps. I don't know why, it's not my thing. I've never really liked it, and I wasn't confident enough to like change them, but yeah. What? If we find what? Bicones? Does Lyndon not like bicones? Did I miss something? Probably. But honey, I have bicones in gemstones. I have or had them. I may have designed all the way through them. Sweetie, keep an eye out. I don't know how like your marketplace is over there, like if you, but I have found that I can usually either get them once in a while from one of the companies that do the bead boxes, during their sales as well, but otherwise I get them from Etsy or I've gotten them from Amazon as well. So, okay, I'm going to go through and nip these, sorry, all off. Where are my scissors? That was watered down coffee and not the water I was expecting to come away with. Okay, I don't know where my other ones are, so we're just gonna use these real quick. And if you've been around and know, I prefer to tuck in my ends, my wire ends, after the beads are on. It keeps them from like going off to the side or whatever, because the bead's there to block that pathway. So, oops. All right, this one. Oh no, I didn't wrap it too long. I actually didn't finish the wrap. Sorry, I'll be honest with you guys, I almost canceled tonight. So I went back and forth and back and forth, and that's why I'm not more prepped. It was just becoming a long day, but of course as soon as it starts, I'm with my friends and I'm good. So, but if I do by some miracle happen to end just a tad bit early, I will probably do just that. Okay, let's start assembling. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that there's gonna be like a link like this. So there would be this, which I really, really like. And you can tell I'm using copper because my hands are a mess. Like that. And then there would be another one that had the same bicone. So the continuity is there. What do you guys think? Like if I alternated those, what do we think? Aw, thanks. I appreciate that. Doo, doo, doo. You like the anti-copper with the black and gray? Okay, so we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend that over. We're gonna bend this. And then we will just keep assembling the links. So this will be a fun one to share. So, oh, I love it. I wish you guys could see the printing. I will make sure that you can in pictures for afterwards, I promise. Over on the Beading Besties group, I'll get good pictures where you guys can see it because it's literally like reminiscent of like ugly Christmas sweater type patterns, but also patterns we like, just the ugly ones that don't pick the right colors, right? So, and I love bringing in the natural copper handmade beads. Oh, they're so pretty. So, so pretty. Choo, 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 choo. Thank you. I'm glad everybody likes it. They are hollow, so sometimes the wire likes to get lost, and I probably would have been a good idea to put tubing on, which if when I go to wrap it up, it's not sitting right, then I will do just that. It'd just be a pain because it wouldn't fit through here. Otherwise, I would have done it from the beginning, but I want to stick more towards the grays and reds. I don't mind when the brown also has the gray and reds in it, but ooh, this side of the bead is not all the way cleared. I was like, why is this not going on? So, and of course I don't have the right tip end. All right, we're just gonna move on to another bead. I can ream that out later. Let's see where we are. Okay, you guys, it's going to be Halloween. I just had a bead roll my way all by, I mean, I know it's not all by itself. I know that it's probably me bumping the table and everything else, but it appeared as if it was all by itself. So that completely just tripped me out. Nope, this one I didn't cut. There's a few on here I didn't nip yet. And it freaked me out because it's not the first time it's happened. Like stuff will just randomly fall, and I'm like, okay, I hear you. Whatever I was just doing, I will stop. Knowing my mom, it's probably my mom. Just popping in to say hello. Yeah, I really did not need to cut those long ones that long. I probably could have cut them in half. Because even the longer wraps are. That's why the whole ugly Christmas sweater thing took off, is because people didn't like them, hated the way they were designed, whatever, and then it was just like a fashion trend that caught on. And, you know, holiday parties were planned around it and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, okay. That one might be a little too short for this. It would probably work, but it would be a pain in the butt because it is on the shorter side. And I'd rather use it than waste it because it's not long enough. Yeah, like, look at this, you guys. I'm going to have enough wire to do a few more links. I hope if Becky's not here, you will tell your sister that she was missed by all. Okay, time to start wrapping up. And again, I like to go in the little bezel right there, up over, pull it across, and then I'm just going to pull it around that one time. Ready to go. Cut it off. I'm done. That's all we're going to be doing here because I like to be able to do it. But even going into that little spot, into the angle itself makes things easier. Okay, wrap them and then you can do that. It leaves less space, is what I'm trying to say. So therefore, you don't feel like you have to fill the gap by continuing to wrap because there's a gap there. So, and if someone doesn't understand what I mean, let me know and I will re-demonstrate it. Because I want you to be able to, if you're like me and have never liked like that long neck look, that's where this came from. That is why that I came up with this hybrid. I used to do the same thing when I crocheted. I know how to make a beanie that folded one way is striped, folded the other way is not. And I don't know how I worked it out, but it just works. But yeah. Oh my gosh, Santa's sleigh is pulled by kangaroos. Oh, I need some t-shirts. Ew, mom in the head. Wait, okay. What made Chris go ew? I mean, we don't want sweaters. Yes, yes, yes. Oops, we do embrace the ugly. Ha ha ha. Cute. Oh yes, they will kick if you get in their way. That's why people started to say they were like boxers and stuff, because if you get into their space, they will tell you. I don't even know how many I've made of each component. I'm just wrapping them up and then we will figure out if I need more of one or the other. I'm gonna wrap up what I have here, start connecting, and go from there. Okay. Sorry if I was off screen. I'm just pulling it around and then dropping it back down. And then we will cut them off, but carefully because that will make several jump rings. Do you save your scraps like that, Linda? And like repurpose them later? Who else told me that they used to? And they got to a point where they didn't feel like they had to anymore. Who was that? I don't know. Yeah. Just like mess that up. There you go. I'm looking at those and cut. Oh, I did not wrap this one around. I used to have containers for everything for that exact same reason. When I said I want to take the silversmithing class, that's what I'm saving them for. I still haven't figured out how to do a the head pin with the ball head pin. I have tried, my husband has tried. I don't know if we're not, like, if we're being impatient and it takes a while, if maybe, well, this wire is 100%, so maybe I'll try it on these. I don't know which it is, but yeah, I have a scrap for all of my silver too. But okay, there we go. Okay, we have 2, 4, 6, an odd number of those. 1, 2, 4, 6. Oh, not too bad. I'm only one short. Let me see if this is the one that it wasn't long enough for the link, or if I think I have enough space to wrap it. I think I can do it. It'll be a little bit trickier, but I think I can do it. Ooh, I made that one really tight down. So let's just pull this wrap around. This one, the loop is really tucked in, but that's okay. It'll only be an issue if I can't, if when I tuck in my end, it falls through the hole. Nope, it's staying in place. Okay, good. We have A to B. I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me make itty bitty jump rings out of my scraps right now. I will keep that to myself. But let me grab my 18 gauge wire real quick and make some. That's 22. 20. Where's my 18 gauge? Right here. Right at the ready. It's probably my favorite size wire. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the spool. Like, it's not coiled too much. So I love the fact that we get the wait, didn't I pick up my no, I didn't. They're right here. So it's not too bad. So I don't even bother like smoothing it when I go to make my jump rings. I just get right in there because I like to pull my jump rings pretty tight. I'm spacing them out a little bit, but what I mean is tight is as far as like I like to pull them while I'm wrapping to further work harden them. That way they're sturdier. Separating out beads while you're working, not as easy as you think. I just need them to spread out ever so much for early. I'm gonna hold you all over. I have a feeling my hubby's about to be in here asking if I'm gonna come make gravy. I'm the gravy maker in the family. Everywhere I go. Oops, stop. I had that on recording mode, I thought. And I don't like to waste anything, so I always go in and push down whatever final bit there is. And then I'm hoping that the double flush cutters are going to be my friend tonight, and I'm going to be able to just cut. You see how I kind of have it at an angle though? I don't know if that's because I cut something with it that I shouldn't have, that it's like that now. Because I used to be able to do this like front on, no problem. And now I have to do it up at an angle like this. I think I like probably try to cut too many loops or something, and it just got a little out of whack. Unless they're real big and you can get your like one of the jaws all the way in straight on, which I cannot, you're gonna want to cut it up at an angle. Oh, there we go. Okay, jump rings. Time to assemble. Last I have water. I spaced them as I was wrapping them. That's why why I didn't have to this time around. Because I did it as I was wrapping the components. As I was wrapping it around on my 6-step bail making pliers. Otherwise, yes, I use Samantha Latimer's, the little L shape angle that she makes. That's how I normally do it. I just spread it out so that I didn't have to so that I could jump forward a step. since what Steve made smells real good. So I skipped a step. So I have 4 for each side of each component. I think that's going to be a good length. I will have to take the chain out, change out the chain later, but I'll also go back in and tuck all of my ends off camera. 1, 2, 3, one more. And 1, 2, 3, one more of that too. If I didn't care if the matte bead got polished, I would totally throw this in the tumbler. But in this instance, I feel like the rugged matte bead with the handmade copper bead goes together really well. So I wouldn't want either of them polished because I like them in their quote unquote natural habitat. Oh my gosh, Heather, natural habitat is what I said. I also need to actually connect this to something or there's no point. Okay. Wait, I think I have one more black and gray one to put on. I do indeed. This loop is looking a little wonky. Straighten it back up. And let's add it to the rest of our necklace. Okay. Should I end with the copper or should I end with the black? You like to have a hat better? Thank you. Appreciate it. Jenny, my mind does messed up autocorrect. So, you know, that's why things come out of my mouth the wrong way. Okay, you can tell me. Because whichever one you guys decide, top or bottom, I don't have to do anything special. That is not closed enough. Yes, it was. It was just a glint of light. There is one side. Not too bad. She had chit-chatted a little bit at the beginning and completely come up with this. This one is done incorrectly. Ooh, it still would have looked good that way too, let me tell you, but it's incorrect. Oh, goodness, Heather, only you. No. It's real. This is what happens to all of us as jewelry makers. Okay, but which one was I short on? 1, 2, 3. Was it the sweater one? 1, 2, 3. Or am I one short on both of them? Huh. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how I miscounted that. It's all right. We can fix it. Not too big of an issue. Here we go. I completely wrapped that backwards. What are you doing, Heather? Okay, there's that. Trim the side. Do the sweater one. I don't even mind the bright copper next to the other copper. It's like orange and old and young, you know, the juxtaposition of that. It's like the bicones are more our parents, you know. They have a beautiful patina that they can, until recently, they could only get through age, but you know, we all, and that's not even completely antique. Those are still polished to make them shiny, but it's not what we know as shiny. So I know I'm off screen right now. I'm just trying to finish this up. There we go. Bicone. Petrified wood. Bicone. Wait. I don't know, guys. I mean, I need to get Jenny on payroll for moderation. She seems to be keeping this chat going because I've just been going 1,000 miles a minute. But I always go back and read the conversation. So and now my brain is going in hyperspeed. Okay, there's one side. This is definitely, if nothing else about it, it is definitely sweater length, you know, where you have it down and you're okay with it going over your bust because it's not like all your cleavage is hanging out or something. It's like the perfect sweater necklace. Then again, I could be the only one who doesn't like to wear longer necklaces in the summertime, but that's just my take on it anyways. I don't know what I did with my other pliers, so we're just gonna grab what we need. My magical crimpers. You can't do single use in my house. I will always find a secondary use for any tool, except for the one-step looper. That one, unless you count like that I can make jump ring, or not jump rings, eye pins or this or that. No, I think that's probably a one, because even my green Xuron crimpers, I like to use those to close like the bead tips and stuff in order for them to stay in shape. And Jenny, I know that I pushed and pushed and pushed for you to have your own channel. And I love that you found a way that made it work for you and helped your sister. And I just want to let you know, love, there's a huge change in Becky since this. She is calmer. She is not feeling as I got to do everything, and it reads. And so I'm so thankful that I got you on YouTube and Becky back. So I appreciate you so much. It was a win-win-win for all involved, I feel like. Okay, so now we just need to decide. I don't like scooping my scraps up with my beads because it makes it take longer to close up later. Okay, like I said, I'm going to change out this chain, and I'll probably make it quite a bit shorter than what it is currently. Unless I might be able to go straight onto it and just take the chain off. And then I don't have to worry about changing out the chain. Let's see if 18 gauge will go into it, because I think that will be pretty. Yup, they sure do. And nicely, not to where you can, it's not forced on. It doesn't have that forced on feeling to it. So that's good. And yep, I like it. Just like that. I'm glad that, yeah, I like it directly to the wood. What do you guys think? I like it connected directly to the wood. I think that's exactly what it needed to be. I'm happy. All right, guys, I love it. I will post a picture later. Exactly. Okay. It is what we needed. And yeah, I'm so happy for both of you. So, all right, guys, thanks for showing up and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Yeah, Tammy, I like it directly linked in too. I appreciate you guys always showing up with your support for me. You guys show up whenever you guys can. My daily live is a little too early for Miss Linda, and she deserves to have a little sleep in. I love you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if nothing else, I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. As always, happy beading. If my computer will do what I want it to.